It is September 19th, 4:30 p.m. I just came from the Elizabeth Police Department, and I went in there for two or three times. One of the judges, the main one, that was the last guy, that was Judge Montez. From Elizabeth. Second time he told me, okay, we're going to trial because I claimed innocence, and then the other two parties, they claimed, one party claimed innocence, but they were charging me with some stuff. After 2 years ago, I spent one day in jail, for like a simple assault that wasn't even assault. And the other police department here in my town, Roy, they confiscated these two toy guns and then like a knife I told them about, a bunch of other things probably from my car. Actually, those three things, and well, actually the knife was it was a knife, but it was just like I actually told them about it. You should probably check that in, because they wouldn't have known. But anyway, that's another thing. This lasted for close to 2 years now, and it's like they've been pushing it back, and it was just so ridiculous, and I uploaded the one last video about the main guy. That's my ex boss manager, whatever. His name is Janusz Krakowski. He just looked shocked and scared, this and the other thing. It was just so ridiculous. It's like just waste of time, and get me frustrated, and it's like. And Elizabeth Police Department, Elizabeth Municipal Court, if you want to call them that, because on paper it's a superior court, but they were playing this game, like, Janusz is their boss lady. She works at the place one day a week. She gave me a charge. It was in the mail that harassed her or something like that, which I never saw in like 3 years. It was just so absurd. And she brought her friend on the courtroom Zoom, and they were laughing, they were hanging out. It was just like a circus show. It was an absolute circus show. I mean, it just shows you how people in power can disregard laws, justice, or anything decent, anything right, anything honest. It was a whole sideshow. Anyway, I just came from there because I was thinking, oh, we're gonna go have another Zoom court case. And it's going to be like that 2 months later, and they're going to tell me, okay, we're going to trial, and they're like, it's going to be in person, this and the other thing, I think it was, down the block where I came from, it's all in that center, and I go there, and the female at the desk says, it's disposed. I understand what disposed means. Like, what does that mean? What are you trying to say? It's disposed, and she gave me paperwork, the charges, all three of them were disposed. Even the one I put on, Janusz Krakowski there for harassing me. No one contacted me. It's like, how do you dispose of a charge? It's like they made a deal behind my back. Absolutely ridiculous. I had a court case for August 30th, and you know what? I remember having that court case, and it's like, and nothing really happened. I got no other. It was months ago I had that paper, and it was like nothing came in the mail. So like, what's going on? It was like it wasn't even there. Unless they had a court case and I was in prison or something. Which is absolutely ridiculous because, I didn't even get, the time where I should go to court, nothing, It's like, and they're probably going to hit me with that. It was like, you didn't show up, so we had to let it go. It's absolutely ridiculous. It was like, 8 or 10 times. I'm exactly like 7 or 8 times. I was on court Zoom, and, the two others, especially Janusz over there, he never showed up for like 3-4 times. At least 3. It's freaking unbelievable, And they just dismissed everything, which is, I get it. I shouldn't be, I didn't harass anybody, If you talk about, I'm sitting outside and record them while, they're at work, people told me that they laugh, that they think it's cute and funny. It's a big fucking game. I went to the yard once. I actually was in my car and recorded him, and, Janusz was texting shit. That's harassment because I trespassed or something. Really, absolutely ridiculous people, And, it's just, it feels kind of like a relief, but then you're just like, I didn't want to go to actual trial. Like, not that I couldn't afford, not that I couldn't afford a lawyer, even if I could, I don't think a lawyer from either New Jersey or United States of America will represent me for my own personal best benefits, I don't think they would, So I was going to go it alone, this and defend myself, but they never gave me that option, And yeah, it just like I went there and I went to the supermarket and I drove to the supermarket and you know, this mental contact people do, man. Just like fucking like Italian guy just raging like a lunatic and shit, man. Like what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Because I went to a supermarket, Seabras. Is it because of that? Because after that came out, it just fucking started like a malaria. I started having headaches, and I have a headache right here, and back of my head still felt like tension for like minutes and shit. And people are absolutely fucking ridiculous, man. Why don't you find me, you know, online, this and that? Why don't you, sue me for fucking annoying you with my fucking thoughts? Take it to Judge Montes or the other two fucking creeps and shit. And, you know, we can have a fucking trial, you fucking idiot. Fucking absurd, man. And it's just fucking ridiculous, you know? Because I'm driving, I'm hearing this shit in my mind. And, you know, people call me schizophrenic and shit. Except I'm not paranoid. All the other injustices are fucking justified. And it just became this fucking, you know, melee and stuff of like anger and hatred and shit. And like, you know, I gotta get the short stick of it, I believe. You know? And there's people saying, oh, you know, you should probably just leave it alone, go about your life. What fucking life? What goddamn fucking life, huh? I got another job, another prick will be like that. Like the last fucking idiot, you know, he did something, he banged up the fucking truck, he was telling me I didn't put tape around it so the ramp fell. So he shouldn't put tape on it nonetheless, bro. Is that gonna fucking solve anything? You think I'm gonna fucking let this shit go? By the way, yeah, it is a little bit of a fucking relief, but it's just like, you know, it went on for 2 years, and you know what? It's a relief, but also it's like, when you see people in, you know, the judiciary system, executive, legislative system, especially the people in the court system, whether it's the judge, prosecutors, lawyers, who are just astoundingly fucking goofballs and criminal-minded, and then, you know, they manipulate words so you don't catch them and pretend like, you know, we don't have that on the dock. Oh, yeah, we do. We have it right here. Okay, we just found it. Like fucking idiot fucking kids and shit. You know, it's like, you know, you see reality. Now you see reality. You see what people really are. You know, especially people of power. You know, they're really not. They don't have any kind of etiquette to go about. They don't have any kind of strength about them. You know, they're very minuscule people. You know, and you like, you know, it kind of just takes away your whole foundation, what society was really about. You know, and I knew that from like 2-3 years ago. I already found out. It's like, I'm, you know, now I'm never gonna be okay. But it's like, I'm never going back to my usual self. I just go to work. I trust you. Here's my social security number. You know, like, I don't play with that stuff, man. I don't trust anybody anymore. I mean, I could go on and on about even the Roe case, how these idiot judges started laughing at me and shit, like a typical idiot. And then and then like, you know, I didn't even know anything. They just suspended the case, and like I think my mother saw the check number. They paid the check, and I got a loud noise complaint. After, you know, your cops over there from Watts Hotel gave me a disorderly charge. 2 months after the fuck that happened, that guy assaulted. I pushed somebody after I got hit, right? I mean, people are just fucking ridiculously fucking stupid and incompetent. That's the fucking problem, you know? So if anyone has a problem with me, like fucking rage or making fun of it, not genuine sick, but has a problem about that, go fuck yourself.